Hi, this is Adam Kunzmiller with Board Game Geek, and I'm joined by Robert Burke, the co-designer of Doppelgänger from WizKids, and we're here to talk about Doppelgänger. So, nice, appropriate guest here. So, what is Doppelgänger?
Doppelgänger is it's a fantasy dungeon delve game, so it's a cooperative game where everybody's kind of creating an adventuring party to complete different quests.
Okay.
However, some in the party are doppelgangers, and they're messing things up. So it's a hidden traitor game, but the hidden traitor element is kind of under the surface. It really feels more like a real dungeon crawl that's got that kind of added tension of the hidden traitor element.
So how is the hidden traitor able to foible their efforts?
So there's lots of different ways. Well, first I'll show you some of the quests. So, there's different quests that you can do. This one is defeat the nasty S, and you have to do 12 or more damage. And then we have, this is arrest the corrupt sausage vendor. That's Anthony Ricano, by the way. We've used a lot of our friends in the artwork. But this is a subdue quest where the party has to do at least 7 damage, but can't do more than 10, or they kill him, and they fail.
The corrupt sausage vendor.
So every player is going to have a hand of item cards here. So there's spells that are labeled here that go into effect for everybody on the quest. There's daggers that any character can use. There are weapons. Only certain characters can use these certain weapons: bows, swords, and staves. So, for example, this magic user, this mage, can use a staff, and you can see the symbols match there. So when you look at the quest first, you read the quest, and then you pass one card to the player on your left.
Okay.
So that's the way you can get weapons around to players who need them, or not if you're a doppelganger. So it's an opportunity to kind of earn trust or create some havoc. Once you go on the quest, you're going to have a weapon card. So if I had a staff and I went on this quest here, and I can use it, I've got a staff card here that I can then roll against. So this staff card, you can see it has a good side and a bad side, and that's where the bag comes in. So this bag has 2 black dice and 1 white die. The black are cursed, and the white is good. So what you're going to do is I'm going to reach into the bag and take 2 dice secretly, look at them, not let anybody see what I've got. Unfortunately, I have 2 black dice. I got to put 1 back, and I have to roll what I have left. So in that case, even if I'm not the doppelganger, it might look like I am.
Another spot for that flexibility.
That they can wreak havoc, right? Like, a doppelganger is always going to be able to roll a black die, but if you keep doing that, people might catch on. So that's another thing you can do.
It's always interesting in hidden role games what tools you are given to try and discover those roles. And I like, for example, the passing the cards, for example. I'm going to give him a bow because I know it's perfect for that person. You just wait to see if that person gets that bow and stuff like that.
Right.
It's very cool.
Yep, thank you. And then there's some items like, there's one, a poison. Like, this will automatically fail a quest if it's given to any player. So I can test your loyalty by passing you a poison to see if it shows up. Or if I'm a doppelganger, how it's going to work is every player is going to throw in 1 card into the middle. So if maybe I throw that, this player throws that, another player throws this, maybe you're the doppelganger and you throw in a poison. Right? So what happens then is you take these cards and you take 2 off the top.
Always add that chance that it wasn't any of the players.
Exactly.
Very important.
So the party leader is going to shuffle these up. He has to discard 1 randomly. Nobody knows what was discarded. Then he gets to look at them, right? Now I get to choose who gets what. So if you're a sword user, I might give you a sword. I might give myself a bow if I use bows. If I'm a doppelganger, I want to maybe give this to somebody and say, oh man, I had 2 of them, there's nothing I can do.
Right.
So there's always going to be 1 card left that the party leader discards. Nobody knows except the party leader what they discarded.
Right.
So that's another way, doppelgangers can throw in poisons or spells that may not be helpful, or maybe just items that nobody can use.
And what are the ultimate win conditions?
So the win conditions are twofold. The first is if any player dies, the game immediately ends. Every character has a certain amount of hit points, so if that number is reached, that character is dead. If that character was a doppelganger, then the loyal party wins. If that party was a loyal adventurer, then the doppelgangers win. The other way is when you succeed at a quest, you get to flip over one of these win tokens, and there are 3 artifacts. And here is one of the artifacts, that's the scepter. If you find the 3 artifacts, you immediately win the game. If you fail at a quest, you have to flip a lose token. And if you find the 3 darkness artifacts, the doppelgangers win.
Nice.
So that's the 2 ways that the game can end, by completing the quests, losing the quests, or the other way is if somebody dies.
And how many players? How long?
The game plays from 4 to 8 players, and the number of doppelgangers scales with the number of players in the game. So I think it gets more interesting the more players there are, and it doesn't really slow down the game. And the doppelgangers won't know each other either in the game, so that's interesting. So you might want to kill somebody, but if they're on your side, you lose.
And even if you have multiple doppelgangers, if you kill a doppelganger, the humans, the loyal
party wins. That's right. So there's another mechanic in here called it's an exhaustion mechanic. So if I go on a quest, I have to add an exhaustion cube, and if I go on another quest with an exhaustion cube, I have to take an automatic damage. If I don't go on a quest, I rest at the end. I get it off for free, and then I can heal a damage, take a new item card, or I could take a reroll token. So there's ways to earn reroll tokens as well. If you succeed at a quest, you're going to get some benefit. Reroll tokens, new cards, you might be able to add another white die to the bag, those kinds of things that help you along on your journey.
Very cool. Well, thank you for walking us through Doppelganger.
Very good. Thanks.